Hey, this is Kevin Tanner coming to you with another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Micro Galaxy Squadron blind box. So we're going to actually be looking at the OB1 with BARC speeder. So before we dive into the review, if you could please go ahead and like and subscribe to the page. Also in the description, I have a link to a Facebook page that I run with some other friends from all over the world. It's a great community of other collectors that really enjoy Micro Galaxy Squadron, Action Fleet, Micro Machines, and Micro Collection. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the review. So here we have the Micro Galaxy Squadron Scout Class Series 2. We're going to be taking a look at the Obi-Wan Kenobi Chase version, the 1 in 5,000. So first we're going to take a look at the box. If we're looking at this, we can see here all of the standard vehicles and figures that come in the Scout class. This PDQ is really, really cool. And then you get a picture here on the side, get the big Micro Galaxy thing on the back, and then another picture on the side there. And so on the actual figure pack itself, the box, you can see you get some artwork on the front. Then on the side here, you get all of your standard versions. You get your chase vehicle here, which is the one we're going to look at today. And then you also get your other rare versions, the 1 in 5,000. You get the Anakin Stab and then the R2 and the skate pod. So inside of all these, all of the figures are packed inside of an individual blister pack. So here you'll see what this one looks like. This one's got Leia in it. That's what it looks like. So take this off and then the figure comes out. It's really cool, great display. So let's go ahead and dive into the Obi-Wan. So first, if we look at the stand itself, so really nice stand here. It's got Star Wars on there. It has a little notch here on the top and one on the side, so that way you could go ahead and plug the speeder on like that and zoom them around. Great feature there to have that on one of these little blind boxes. So let's go ahead and take a look at the, let's do the figure first. So this is a fantastic sculpt, and I would say really big kudos to the Micro Galaxy Squadron, the team over at Jazzwares, for doing a fantastic job with the paint application. So, I mean, you can see on this one, he's got a decent amount of paint on him. So the little black here on his legs, his hands, he's got a lightsaber on his hip, he's got a nice belt. The detail in the hair you can kind of see on there. I mean, it's pretty impressive for something this small, and he's got a beard as well, which is cool. So he ends up standing at 1 inch, just like all of the other ones, maybe just a smidge under 1 inch. Before we go any further, I want to do just a quick comparison of him relative to the Wave 1 release with his Jedi Starfighter. So, I mean, you can obviously see a significant difference in the paint application. So with the Wave 1 version, there's really no paint other than just a little bit on his hair and then his belt. You get a little bit on the hands too, but really not the same type of application as what we're seeing with the Wave 2 figure, which is pretty cool to see. So he does have articulation in the arms and legs. So his arms move up and down, his legs bend basically the hip, and that is that. So let's take a look at the BARC speeder. So pretty cool. They've got the blue coloring on here as well as the symbol that's on the side. And you see that over here on this side as well. So this guy ends up measuring at just over almost 2.5 inches, just slightly more than 2.25. Now, looking at this one compared to the standard clone BARC speeder, so you can see the speeder is the exact same in terms of sculpt. No real difference other than the color. But pretty cool that we're able to get the symbol on there as well. You can see the bottom, there's a little notch cut out. So this is a very cool speeder. So now if we do just a couple other quick comparisons here, we'll compare him to Action Fleet version of a younger self. So you can see the Action Fleet is much bigger. And then if we're looking at Micro Machines, here is a Micro Machines version of him. And you can see he's a little bit closer to that size, maybe slightly taller. and more built out than the Micro Machines one. But overall, I think it's fantastic. Really like this one as a chase. So if you like the video, please go ahead and like and subscribe. And feel free to comment below. Thanks for watching the review.